I think that the message from elephants would really be that they just want to exist in this world in a very peaceful, natural way. There are many things I like about elephants. I would say in their presence, even if I'm watching a video, but actually seeing them live, they make me feel very peaceful and very hopeful. The funniest part is they have a huge sense of humor. They're very curious creatures. They have a very naughty side, which I like, and they just want to enjoy life, just like the rest of us. The more we learn about them, the more incredible things we learn. And one of the things they've recently decided is that elephants are actually altruistic. So they will go out of their way to help another animal or another elephant, even if it's not in their best interest. I saw elephants for the first time in 2000 when I went to South Africa and Botswana, and it felt fake. It was so magical. To stand near an animal that large, that is that quiet, is unbelievable. I've been learning about the plight of elephants and how bad it is for the last few years, so I decided I had to go back to Africa to see how the elephants are doing. In Kenya, I noticed that it was a lot longer between elephant spotting. So where 10 years earlier, I had seen elephants in great numbers, in large herds all over the place. This time we had to drive quite big distances to find them, and the herds were much smaller. The injustices that they experience are very different depending on where they live and what their habitat is. In Asia, they have a very different issue where they're used for entertainment, so they're trained and people ride them, and that people have them painting paintings, things like this. And the training that goes into that is not always very pleasant. In Africa, the big issue is poaching right now. They're being poached for their ivory tusks. And sadly, there are no large tuskers anymore. The problem with this is those are also the most educated elephants that lead their groups, their herds. So typically those are the ones that get poached, and then the younger elephants are not so educated and don't know how to look after themselves. Typically ivory is used for trinkets. Often it's used for religious figurines. It is also used for gun inlays and walking sticks. There are people that seem to believe that elephants' tusks fall out and that they're willingly giving them to us, but in actuality, they're getting killed brutally. I think an easy way to help elephants clearly is to not buy anything with ivory and explain to people why ivory is not a great product, that the elephants actually have been killed in order to get this ivory. Sadly, it is still legal to buy ivory in many, many places, and people don't even realize this. Unfortunately, the United States is the second biggest consumer of ivory, which is a little bit embarrassing, and I feel like we should be beyond that. In a minute, to help elephants, you could definitely sign a ton of petitions. There's almost always something being fought for on their behalf. You could choose not to buy something from China, which is the biggest consumer of ivory right now. I don't think you get very far when you browbeat people into helping animals or embarrass them for doing the wrong thing. But I think it's really important for us to think outside of ourselves and think about the world at large, because otherwise your world gets very small. So for me, on my side, it was great to step outside myself and think about something aside of my day-to-day life and get involved in something bigger than me.